Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to be back. Just getting back from my anniversary trip to Aruba with my hubby. And we had a great time. It was beautiful, beautiful. Of course, you know, air flights is a whole different story. That was somewhat nightmarish, but everything worked out. We made it there, but I'm happy to be back. And getting back, and the weather seems so cold, so cold. Here in Maryland, it was like 40 degrees drop from Aruba to here. When we left, it was still like in the 80s, 75, 80, so it wasn't so bad. But when we get back, and we got back home at night, it had dropped down to the 40s. Oh my goodness, it was like so cold. But anyway, here I am. I'm back to talking about baby Laura. And I wanted to share with you guys some of the foliage on the tree, how much they've changed, because they were pretty green when I left. There were some parts turning and then coming back and seeing everything completely change. It was, it's crazy. So since it is much cooler, this will probably work. But she's had it on since before I left, and so I wanted to put on something different. So yeah, let's do that. To start with, we're gonna take her out of this outfit, and I'm going to put her into an outfit that I just got for her. Since like I said, it's getting cooler out there, and I'm gonna take her in the stroller. And of course, even though it's fall, I still got my girly colors on here. And we're going to wear Minnie Mouse today. So she'll be able to keep her same shoes. I think the shoes will be great for her. So she's doing the Minnie Mouse today. So that's what we're going to do. My goodness, look how beautiful. She's so adorable, and that she's ready for fall. And, well, I'm ready for winter too, because she definitely wear this in winter. I kept her little tights on. There she goes. Under her t-shirt, she has her tights. I'm just looking at her, I get lost for words. And let's put a little hat on her. Oh my goodness, I found her little Minnie Mouse ears, and I had to put that instead. Look at this. It makes the outfit more complete. Doesn't she look adorable? Oh, I love her so much, guys. She is so much joy to have. Okay, we're outdoors now, and I did wind up putting a hat on her, but I kept the Minnie Mouse ears on her. And yeah, so we're gonna go for a walk now. My cat Coco likes to walk with me, so he's going to follow me on my little walk to the park. You can see some of the leaves on the ground, but there's still green grass. Hasn't completely turned completely fallish. Okay, I am so mad that I didn't get out here earlier, because it doesn't appear as red as it does when you see it in person, and definitely when you see it during the morning, early hours. So I'm going to head back to my backyard and see what I can capture there. Okay, so this is the view from the backyard. You can still see the green, but can you guys notice how the red is coming through? You see some orange and some yellow. It's so exciting to see the trees change the way they do. And the air is so crisp at night. It's amazing. And we're going to put a little fire pit tonight. I have my daughter and her husband coming over. So we're going to be doing that in a little bit. Actually, this is the next morning. I decided to quickly take a shot, or a video, not a shot, but a video this morning, so you guys can see the difference, because it does look more vibrant during the early morning than it does during the evening. But this is where we're at here this time of year in Maryland. Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened to us on our way to Aruba. We had done everything that we could, did all our, research, thought we crossed our T's, dotted our I's, and we were ready to go. And in fact, we even had talked to someone in the airlines to make sure that there wasn't anything else that we needed, because there was like this red flag on my name. But they walked us through that and everything was fine. And then he just said, well, just make sure you talk to someone over there to make sure everything's okay. But nothing mentioned about this ED card that we needed in order to get to Aruba. Nothing was mentioned to us about that. So we have been to Aruba before, and so we just took it for granted that this is, okay, we're good. We get to the airport. We're ready to check in. Thankfully, we were there 3 hours early. And mind you, we had to get up at 2 in the morning because our flight supposed to have left at 5. So we got there 3 hours early, fortunately. But when we went to check in, we was a little confused. We asked this lady, hey, why isn't this going through? What's the problem? And then she says, well, you need this ED card that Aruba requires for you to be able to go into their country. And we're like, what? And she said, without it, you can't fly. So she said, you need to go into this website and put in the application. So we said, okay, let's go do that quickly. We have time. So we went and we put in the application, and it said that it would get to us within a couple of days. And we're like, no, we can't do that. We need this like right now. And then it said that if you needed it within 30 minutes, that you had to pay $192. And because it was 2 of us, that of course was over $400 for the both of us to be able to get this card within 30 minutes, which I think is crazy. If they can send it to you within 30 minutes, why can't they just do that in the get-go? Why do they got to charge you so much money for that? I don't know. But anyway, so we had to sit through the 30 minutes. Finally, it came through. We were able to get through TSA. Went through all that nonsense, taking off the shoes, the belts, and putting everything on these trays and all that nonsense. So we finally get to our gate. What happens? Now they announced that the flight was canceled for 2 hours. 2 hours because the pilot's seat was broken. So then that meant, because we had connecting flight, we had to figure out, well, what's going to happen to us? There was no flight that can get us there early enough to get the connecting flight, which meant that we would have to rebook everything for the next day. So we had been stranded there because our daughter dropped us off. So we wind up staying near the airport and booked a flight for the next day. And of course, because we lost that day, we told them that we needed to have an additional day added to the end of our trip, which they say no problem. So we had to go through all the trouble making sure we were able to extend the extra day with the place that we were staying, the Airbnb, which that turned out to be easy. And of course, we had rented a car, so we make sure to let them know we were not going to be there that Friday, instead Saturday, and we needed the day for an extra day. So that part turned out okay. So we wind up going to our hotel called All Sad, still in Maryland, thinking, oh my goodness, I can't believe there's one more day. But we thought, okay, but we still get the day at the end of it, so it's okay. No big deal. So, okay, so we arrived the next morning to the airport. Everything went fine, I guess, because, now we know what we're doing. We had our ED cards. We went through TSA, going through all that nonsense all over again. We get to our gate, and then we realized, like, look at this. They sat us apart, so far apart. This is crazy. I want to be next to you. Let's go see what's going on. So maybe they can fix this and put us at least sitting together, nearby or something. And we get up there, and they said that they couldn't do anything because they were just putting us in, you know, the seats were already taken, and this was something that they had to put in because of the cancellation and rebooking. So we had no choice, but we could complain at the end of the our travels, and try to see if we can get our money back in regards to the seats, because we have upgraded our seats to be in the front, and we pay money for that, and yet here now we're not only sitting apart, but like we're way in the back in the boondocks, separated from each other. I tell you, it was crazy. So it was very lonely getting there, but I was still happy that we were on the flight. The ride there was very smooth, so I was happy about that. There wasn't like turbulence, which was one of the reasons why I wanted to sit next to my husband, because I am afraid of turbulence. So it was a very smooth ride, so that made it much, much better. And so we got to Miami, and then from there we got onto Aruba. So we were happy that we finally made that. But there was another ordeal on the way back. Not as bad. It was just crazy because the way they have it, when you leave their country, you got to go through the departure where for the USA, go through the TSA, the whole thing, and then finally when you get to the part where you go into the American part, then they got to take your photos and TSA all over again. But it's not that we had to do this thing, but it was a long line for each thing. A long line to check in, a long line to get through TSA, a long line for everything. And the line was super long, to the point where there were people standing in line with signs as like, we can help you skip the line for $140. I'm like, are you kidding me? This is crazy. But anyway, we did enjoy our stay in Aruba. I am super happy about that. And now, if you've been with me this far, please stay on and view some of our videos and photos from our trip. Thank you for watching. See you guys in the next video.
Hello everyone, here in Aruba, our first snapshot together. Beautiful breeze coming through right now. You see the palm tree in the back of us. We're just picking up some restaurants at where we're staying. I'm going to give you a quick glimpse of where the building looks like. That's where we're staying, up there. Nice place. A lot of the restaurants are right here on the first level, up and down this strip. So we're going to see what we can find. Talk to you later. This is that sale, evening sale, where they have the Caribbean band, as you can see, and music, a little biting, and the open bar. Bye.